I'm talking to Jon Mitchell, who's in charge of tourism at the Overseas Development Institute and has a particular function of the ODI and of Jon is to develop ProPoor tourism. In fact, he had one of the most important meetings a couple of years ago, Pathways to Prosperity. So tell me, Jon, what Pathways to Prosperity, how far has it got now?
Well, it's gone quite a long way, actually. We're just publishing a book, and that will be out just before Christmas, which is really summarising the work that we've done over the last 3 years at the Overseas Development Institute. And what that work is doing is looking at the way that tourism impacts on the lives of poor people in the destinations, and to look at the direct links, which is people working in hotels, but also look at the indirect links, which is quite a lot of what we were talking about today in terms of the food supply chain, for instance. And also the dynamic links, things longer term links like the paying of taxation that will accrue to governments and they redistribute to poor people. So it's looking at all the different types of way that tourism impacts on poor people and quantifying it to see where in different places it has a bigger or a smaller impact on the destination, and then to look at how to increase that impact as tourism businesses.
Yeah, so as far as you're concerned, I know that the big effort that you make is to divert the flow of tourism cash into the destination so that you can increase the prosperity of destinations. Is this something that's happening more now, do you think?
Well, what we found is we're looking at the expenditure in-country expenditure, how much of that accrues to poor people, because poor people don't run airlines, so they're not going to benefit from the cost of airline flights to get to the destination. So all that the local destination can really do is look at the money that's spent in the destination. And yes, what we found is a really very huge variety, from a low of only about 5%, 5 to 7% of the in-country spend going to poor people in places like Cambodia, where tourism is quite badly managed, up to 25%, even higher on some occasions, in different destinations across Africa and Asia. But the important point is that we found that everywhere we've looked, and we've looked in detail now at about 12 different destinations, everywhere we've looked there have been very simple and quick measures where the local government, local communities and the local tourist industry can increase those linkages.
So we've all got a part to play.
We've all got a part to play, and as indeed have tourists. And what we found is that the spending, out-of-pocket spending by tourists, is very often tremendously pro-poor. So my advice to tourists would be go on holiday and spend your money.